Hello, I'm back again. Decided it was about time I got another stream in, and I'm at the point where I can do a role quest finally. So I thought I may as well get started with that. We're gonna go ahead and do just that. Alright, Dim. Ready for this? We're gonna be doing this as a summoner today, which means I should probably get this little guy here. My friend, we're going to be running with Carbuncle and Bucket because I spent a long time grinding for that bucket. Alrighty. Follow pursuits. Sereg is eyeing you inquisitive. Yeah, I've been a little bit busy these past few days, so it's been a little while since my last stream. We're gonna try to get into it again. Let me guess. You're standing in front of Sereg, bounty hunter non-para... What? Non-paral. Let me guess. You're standing in front of Sereg, bounty hunter non-paral, because you've a mind to aid me in felling the dread Phronesis. Do I have the right of it, or do I have the right of it? I guess so. You have the right of it. What's it? Yeah, I need to know who this is. Please tell me. If I didn't know better, I could have sworn you just suggested that you're unfamiliar with phronesis. But that couldn't be. No sinner worth his salt could be so ignorant. I am very ignorant. So I will say this is my first ever time doing this role quest. So we'll see how it goes. Allow me to elaborate. Phronesis isn't just your run-of-the-mill stray sin-eater. He's one of the nastiest the realm has seen, formed from the remains of one of those god-stand warriors of light. There are 4 of them, all told, crawled up from the bowels of the deepest hell after being buried for nigh a century if the tales are true. People have come to call them the cardinal virtues. Before he was transformed into a sin-eater, Phronesis was none other than the arch-magus Nilbert, whose baleful magics were feared the realm over. Though it's only been a few short years since he first showed up in Almarang, he's already preyed on far too many innocents with his foul sorcery. Not keen on seeing their trade routes disrupted, the local merchants have placed a healthy bounty on his head. Of course, I'd like nothing more than to fell the fiend single-handed and claim the entire bounty for myself. Unfortunately, circumstances have dictated that I recruit a companion. That's where you come in. Provided that you can prove to me that you possess the rather specialized set of skills that I require, I promise I'll make it worth your while. Not a bad offer, wouldn't you say? If you fancy yourself up to the task, come find me in Almarang. I mean to set off for there shortly. Man, I haven't heard that music in a hot minute. After this, it looks like I'll only have one role quest left. And that's gonna be the tank one, which will be a little bit, because I still need I need to get one of my tanks up to the level to do it. Technically I do have 290 tanks, but I want to get my tanks to like level 80 some, so that I can just burn through it and also use it for XP. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. My main goal right now is to get everything to 90 before Dawn Trail launches, so we'll see how that goes. The pipe dream. Here's where I got a little bit more to go. Hello, Sereg. So you came. It's good to see someone who isn't all talk. As fortune would have it, another sin-eater, a far less imposing specimen than Phronesis, of course, has been sighted just to the west of here. Prove to me you have the skill to back up your words, and we'll talk further. Okay. Sure, I'll go bonk a thing. kidnapped. I am being catnapped, dimnapped, stolen. Woe is me. Woe unto the dim. Oh, hello. Would you like to be Bahamutted? Oh, my bad. Oh. Anyways, hi Sarg. Good show, friend. I wasn't sure what to expect from you, but seeing you in battle has left me with little doubt. Seems I've found myself a formidable ally. And so I'll extend the offer in earnest. Help me hunt down Phronesis, and we'll split the bounty down the middle. Well, what do you say? That's the spirit. Now, there's more you should know before we proceed. Come with me to Mordsuk, my base of operations, and I'll fill you in on the details. Yeah, there's absolutely no. Why is this? Stop opening my chat window. I've been hunting extreme mounts. I got so many now. It's quite wonderful. Nope. We're staying on target today. We are not doing triple triad. Welcome to Mordsuk, friend. As you can see, it's a bustling trading post frequented by merchants from across the realm. At least it was, before Phronesis showed up and started preying on unwitting travelers. Hence the bounty, you see. The lucrative reward has attracted the attention of one capable bounty hunter after the next, yet the fiend still roams free. You can probably imagine why. Those few who have seen Phronesis and returned to tell the tales speak of the great horrors they witnessed. Cavernous black holes materializing out of thin air, swallowing everything around them into the abyss. I see. People have taken to calling them the Hollows. Rumor has it that one barely has time to lay eyes on Phronesis before he summons forth the Hollows, which proceed to consume everything in sight. And I do mean everything. Just the other day, an entire caravan was devoured by the Hollows, leaving only nothingness behind. Mages have postulated that these holes are literally tears in the fabric of our reality, gateways to other worlds, to put it another way. At any rate, suffice it to say, the next man to come back from the void will be the first. And yet there's something odd about it all. Witnesses say that Phronesis doesn't seem to go out of his way to prey on people or settlements. He simply shambles across the wastes, summoning hollows one after the next. And the destruction follows as a matter of course. Needless to say, drawing too near the fiend is tantamount to suicide. Even attacks from afar have been all but futile, as Phronesis simply summons the hollows to consume every incoming arrow. With every conceivable means of attack foiled, even the most savvy bounty hunters have all but thrown up their hands, even though the bounty now stands at some 9 or 10-fold the original amount. I'm of a different mind, however. The way I see it, if only there were a way to neutralize the hollows, we'd more than stand a chance against Phronesis himself. This is why I require your services. Your easy triumph over the Sin Eater spoke clear. You're a mage of no common skill. If anyone has the arcane knowledge and aptitude to help me figure out a way to defend against the hollows, it's you. Don't worry. I fully intend to shoulder my share of the burden. And so I plan to gather all the information we need before asking you to put yourself in harm's way. And with that, I'd best get on to work. Once I've formulated a proper plan of attack, we'll talk again. Until then, I suggest you continue to hone your casting skills. The battle that awaits us will not be an easy one. And I do apologize for any coughing, sneezing, or hacking that you hear during the course of this stream. I've recently gotten over being unwell, and my throat is still being a little bit janky. We continue. A voice from the void. Zerg has made a breakthrough of sorts. Ah, there you are, and your timing couldn't be better. As luck would have it, a little bird told me that Phronesis was sighted in the vicinity not long ago. Don't you worry, I have no intention of rushing in like a fool. My plan is to shadow the Sin-Eater from afar, that we might observe the hollows with our own eyes and formulate a suitable plan of attack. To that end, I procured this mannequin here from a merchant acquaintance of mine at the Crystarium. By setting it on Phronesis' tail, I mean to gauge just how wide of a berth we must keep from the fiend so as not to be sucked up into the void. Shed no tears for the little fellow, friend. His sacrifice will be key to our success. And yet, as you can see, he's not quite in the best state of repair. Pray, lend me a hand in procuring what we need to get him on his feet. Oh, poor little guy. You're a lifesaver, friend. I just spotted nasty-looking sandskin Sibylle lurking about to the east of here, and I do believe one of their tendons should serve well to put some spring back in this little fellow's step. Snag one for me, and I'll see to the repairs. Oh my word. You know, sometimes I forget this is a post-apocalyptic world. Alright, we are also going to, really quickly... There we go. I have my thing tilted up specifically because during raiding I wasn't able to really see all the mechanics, so I adjusted my camera angle up so that I could see more, but for just running around, we deserve to see a double E in all of his glory. There it is. Hello. Have you heard the good word about my explosions? Ah, I think yes. I've also been doing tribe quests. I've been doing class quests. I've been doing all sorts of things. Been getting stuff done lately. He's been trying to. There's still a lot more I need to do in the game to be fully current, but we'll get there, one step at a time. And it's a fun process. Any luck finding that tendon? For my part, I've acquired something that should serve as a makeshift gear. Cost me an arm and a leg, but hey, if it helps us claim that bounty in the end, it'll be more than worth it. Syllabus tendon. Sinewy, stretchy tendon of a sandskin a syllabus. Perfect. Yes, I reckon this is durable and elastic enough to replace the mannequin's sap drive belt. I'll fetch my toolbox and get started straight away. It's like a tinkerer over here. In the meantime, why don't you scout us out a suitable lookout point? Phronesis was last sighted just southeast of town. Try to find us a spot on higher ground, out of sight from the main thoroughfare. Okay. We gonna go get our asses handed to us now? Is that the plan? I got this from a Moogle tombstone event. But you can get it from a dungeon in Stormblood if you wish to acquire it. It is incredibly rare, though, the drop. So, I wish you luck. I was not getting it from the drop, so that's why I went ahead and just got it from the Tombstone event. So at that point I was like, you know what? I may as well. I've done my time. Ooh, look at this little robot. Oh there, friend. As you can see, our clockwork friend is back in tip-top shape, and since it appears you found us the perfect lookout spot, why don't we get down to work? I'll kindle us a fire. We might be here for a while. Unfortunate. Cat's it. Well, I'll be. There's the bastard. He has seen our fire. Gondor calls for aid. Look closely now and hold your gaze. You must witness the sheer horror with your own two eyes. Oh no! He's got a hat! Oh yeah, that's a void gate, alright. No, we mustn't send out the mannequin too soon. If Phronesis sees it, he may very well blast it to bits before it has a chance to investigate the hollows. It's just running around, looking up. Oh gosh, look at that. I can't believe he didn't see us. We are so conspicuous up there. And there he goes. I'll send the mannequin in to trail him. Let's sit back and enjoy the show. Just as I expected. Gone without a trace. Shed no tears for our little friend. Though through his sacrifice, we now know just how much distance we must keep from the hollows to avoid being sucked into the void. Now it's our turn. Let's edge a bit closer and see what we can observe. Mind you, take care not to wander too close, lest you fancy a vacation in a dark, shadowy abyss. Well, maybe not yet. Well, no, not an abyss. It's as if a shadowy whirlwind rages inside, ready to suck anything and everything into the void. I've seen many a horrific sight in my day, but this sends a shiver up the spine. Let me out. It's so dark in here. Why the pale face, friend? You look as if you've seen a ghost. A voice, you say? From inside the hollow? But that's impossible. Is anyone out there? Please, help me. Help me get out of here. You alive? Was that a voice? Is someone out there? You can hear me. Please, you must help me. I can't see anything. No road, no trees. Not even an aether current to follow. Which way do I go? How do I get out of this place? This voice, what in the god's name is it saying? The voice of a boy, you say? Claims he's lost inside with no aether current to follow. Sounds like he's adrift in the flow, not unlike what would happen if an aetherite to which one was teleporting was destroyed mid-journey. Wait a minute. What if there were some way you could channel your aether into the void? Might that not allow your etheric form to serve as a beacon of sorts to guide the child back to us? Of course, not that I know how we'd go about that. You reckon you could do just that? I won't even think of asking how. Do your damnedest. Wicked White. I knew you were no ordinary sinner, but even still you find ways to surprise me. You mean my shining light? We rescued someone? Where am I? I'll be damned. There was a child inside. Our little expedition has left us with more questions than answers, eh? But for now, this boy needs our care. Let us carry him back to Mordsuk and find him a warm bed and some nourishment. Oh, hello! Welcome to the stream. Pardon my coughing. Got a little bit of a raspy throat there. Welcome to have you aboard. Well, it's late. I can't talk right. We're just gonna ignore all of my attempts at words for now. Alright. Boy's resting now. He is weak, but not wounded, at least as far as I can tell. Needless to say, his presence raises questions. Are there others trapped on the other side of the hollows? If so, might they also be returned to our world alive? Good question. There is much we must ask him when he waits. On the other subject, this might be an odd question, but have you ever looked after a child before? As a matter of fact, technically I think he has. You don't say. In that case, he's all your— Hey! I did not volunteer for this job. You don't get to just make me the babysitter. He is all yours. I'm just in front. Oh. Can't very well tie you down here forever. Worry not, I'll manage somehow. He got me. He had me in the beginning there. I suppose the first order of the day should be to get some food in his belly. He does look terribly pale after all. He thinks I'll go hunting for some meat. No. Perhaps I should take him to a physician first? Yes. Yes, you should. Was that a frog that just jumped out of my bucket? After all, he may be suffering from some ailment inscrutable to the eye. Or maybe I should— Damn it all. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. The man's just over here panicking. It's alright, you got this, buddy. Echoes of the past. Sarek wears a flustered expression on his face. Ah, there you are. You'll be happy to know that the boy is awake, and seems to be no worse for the wear. Physically speaking, at least. There's just one rub, you see. He has no recollection of where he came from, or just how he managed to get swallowed up into the void. In fact, other than his own name, Tainor, can't remember much of anything at all. He seems a good lad, mind you, eats my half-arse cooking with a smile and nary a word of complaint. Yet I reckon he's hurting inside, and badly. We must reunite him with his parents with all due speed. We're his parents now. I suggested that he go for a stroll around Mordsuk, in the hopes that the sights might help jog his memories. He can't have wandered far. Why don't you go check up on him? I have suspicions about this kid. And I'm kind of concerned, because the longer this quest goes on, the more I feel like I might be right. Do not tell me. You are the one who rescued me from the flow, yes? I feel from you the same warmth that reached out to me when I was adrift in the aether. Well, I'll be damned. The boy's a sharp one. And that's not the least of it. The carer who examined him said they could feel great power welling up from within him. Despite his young age, Tainor here seems to possess a remarkable command of the magical arts. Perhaps I do, and yet I cannot say. Try as I might, I can recall nothing of who I am or where I came from. Only the darkness. No need for apologies, boy. You did well just to make it back to us. Speaking of which, can you remember anything at all of what you felt when you were adrift in the void? That I remember, or at least I think I do. I recall a vague sensation of someone passing alongside me. Indeed, I believe this is what roused me from my slumber. He got just straight up bonked by the robot that went through, and it woke him up. If the hollows truly are a gate between worlds, that would mean that someone recently traveled from ours to another. Or from another to ours. But that's not possible. Or is it? You'd be surprised. Don't be ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Absolutely preposterous. That's what I thought. Fair enough. I feel kind of bad choosing that one. I couldn't resist that. Then again, traveling between worlds isn't exactly my area of expertise. Oh well, no sense racking our brains over matters beyond our comprehension. Let's concentrate on what we can do, namely, finding the boy here a home. No doubt his memories will come back to him in due time. You'd truly do that? For me? But the two of you have already saved my life. I couldn't possibly burden you any further. It's no burden at all. Besides, if we can just figure out who you are and where you came from, it might lead us to the answers we seek. Now, let's consider the options. One possibility is that you're an orphan, all alone in this world with not a soul to care for or look after you. And yet this seems unlikely. Yes, the mystical powers you possess say otherwise. If you are truly as skilled in magic as they say, then it stands to reason that someone trained you in the art. Who this master of yours is, and whether you are of their blood or simply received their tutelage, this I cannot say. But either way, I'm certain they're worried sick about you. If that is truly so, I would very much like to meet this person too. That settles it then. Let's get down to business. I took the liberty of inquiring around Mordsuk and the Crystarium. Unfortunately, there have been no reports of missing persons matching Taenor's description, which means that we have no choice but to take our search elsewhere. I know of a merchant in town whose travels often take him far afield. Let us have a talk with him and see if he's heard any helpful rumors. Okay, I have a sneaking suspicion he's not gonna have heard anything, though. Just, just saying. Let's see. There it is. Oh, too far below me? Fine then. Rumors of a missing boy, you say? Funny that you ask. It's a long shot, I reckon, but I overheard something the other day that might be of use. On my way to Mordsuk, I stopped over at the inn at Journey's Head. There I met an ailing mage. As the carriers told it, he'd been ambushed by a sin-eater and was separated from his child in the battle. Bloody hells, could it be? If the sin-eater that attacked the poor man was Phronesis, that would explain everything. This man you speak of, could he be my father? We must go to him at once. Agreed. I only hope that the man is... No, there's no point in presuming the worst. Let us make for the inn and see what the carriers there can tell us. It's getting more suspicious. Double check on the chat settings because I did just update them to color only. I want to make sure I didn't break anything. Yep. That's it. It's all good. Whoops. Sorry about that. Just over here, like, attacking my mic. Concerned Carrot. Oh there. I hear there's a mage in your care who's lost his boy. Well, I do believe we have him right here. I fear there must be some mistake. The boy in question has already been found. This is him. Right here. Oh? What? So it wasn't my father after all. This boy with you, he too has been separated from his family? Just so. We heard that a man here was looking for his son and we just hoped. Alas, it seems it wasn't meant to be. But there are many people here, yes? Might I ask around and see if any of the others are my family? Oh, poor kid. But of course. Yet many of the people here are quite ill and, in many cases, in considerable pain. It is not a place for a young child to walk around unattended. Indeed it's not. Guess that means either myself or Dima here should accompany him. I'll go with him. The walk might help me, take my mind off things. Not a bad idea if the lad doesn't mind. I reckon Taynor would rather be with someone of his own age. Kids. Whole world. Forgot how sad Shadowbringers is. Take his mind off things. Speaking of which, how is the boy's father holding up? I fear the poor man has already departed on his journey. He is a man no longer. The child insisted upon staying at his father's side until the last. I permitted this out of respect for him, though part of me regrets the choice. None so young should suffer such horrors. It was some small solace to learn that he has living relatives who reside at the Crystarium. In fact, I was just making preparations to escort him there myself. I see. Reckon we should also find someone to look after Taynor as well. But why are you glaring at him? That's exactly what you should do. Don't get me wrong, friend, I haven't given up on the prospect of finding the boy's family. But we have no other leads, and a deadly Sin Eater is still on the loose. If the lad tags along with us every step of the way, he's far more likely to end up dead or worse than to ever reunite with his family. Here's what I propose. We find someone to watch after Taynor for the time being, get back on the hunt, and gather whatever clues we can about his origins along the way. More we can do? Very well, but we must see that he is safe. Aye, that goes without saying. Let us have a talk with the proprietor of the Wandering Stairs. He's a kindly enough chap and knows damn near everyone in these parts. With any luck, he'll be able to direct us to a willing and able guardian. Thought he was gonna fight again. Look, I don't like this any more than you do, but it's the best we can do for the boy given our circumstances. At any rate, let's find him and share the news. Don't worry, it's my decision and I intend to take responsibility for it. That does suck. He's lost all his memories, he's all alone, and the only people he knows are gonna have to send him to someone else to look out for him. It is genuinely the safest thing for him, but it is still hard and tragic. He is not here. Bad news, friend. It seems the two young ones got into a quarrel of sorts and Taynor is up and run away. It seems the lad mentioned how he'd come out from one of the hollows. The other boy put two and two together and figured he'd been attacked by a Sin Eater. And then I said, My dad was attacked by a Sin Eater, and then he turned into one himself. So I asked, what if you turned into a Sin Eater too? Tanner's face went all white, and he kept saying, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" over and over and over again. I just couldn't take it anymore. Before I knew it, I was shouting at him, "Shut up! Just shut up! I bet you're turning into a Sin Eater already." Why? Why did I say such a mean and nasty thing? Don't be so hard on yourself, lad. Both of you had a rough go of it these past few days. Nobody could blame either one of you for feeling a bit on edge. But we must hurry and find Tainor before he comes to harm. Let's split up. I'll search the west and you take the east. And be careful out there. Going northeast. Right. Oh. No. This is not good. Not good at all. Not going to go well. Not going to end well. Oh, yep, there he is. Pardon me, friends, have you heard about Phoenix? Buddy. It's okay. I'm here. I got you. Kid. Oh dear. When I heard the clamor of battle, I feared the worst. But I see you have everything under control. Are you okay, lad? Me? Ask him! I'm the warrior. The warrior light. Forgive me. I don't deserve this kindness. What'd she do? I was just so scared. I was worried about what would become of me if I never recovered my memories, and then I started thinking, what if I ended up like that boy's father? What if it's already happening to me? Trust me, it's not. That's one matter you needn't worry yourself with. The carer who examined you told me as much. You've suffered no direct wounds. You're in no more danger of turning into a Sin Eater than Dima or me. Is that so? That's good to hear. But I must apologize to that boy. I should have known better than to badger him about such things, especially after what happened to his father. Squeaker. Funny thing, that. He was just saying the same thing about you. You both have good hearts, lad. And you've been through more than any man should. There's no need to be ashamed about your feelings. There is still so much I do not understand about this world. Why does no one here know of me? Am I doomed to be alone for the rest of my days? Why? Why must it be this way? If only I could remember something, anything. I'm sick of not knowing who I am. I'm sick of being alone. There we go. Let's see if the suspicions are right. Now it's your turn, Tainor. And do not be disheartened by your last attempt. Even the greatest of mages have known failure. Your command of magic is the equal of my own. If I can succeed, there is no reason why you cannot. Free your mind of worry and focus. Thank you, Nelbert. I shall try my best. Oh, okay. Alright, so there is a twist. And I am relieved. Oh, this is still so sad. Oh no. Wicked White, are you alright, Dimma? Just invading people's privacy. Totally fine. Happens every Tuesday. I remember now. I was standing here on these blighted plains, my head hung low in shame. Then Albert turned to me with a smile and heartening words. Albert, why does the name sound so familiar? I reckon we've much to discuss, but not in this god's forsaken place. Let's head back to the inn and see if we can't get to the bottom of this. Oh, is this kid actually alive? Is he some shadow that his friend conjured? Like what? I do kind of hope that he's alive and he gets a second chance at life, but like... odds are very much not in his favor. Must. It's a requirement. You have a button, you must push it. Tainer, are you alright? I'm so sorry, I shouldn't have said those nasty things. Forgive me for reacting as I did. I'm fine. I seem to have recovered some of my memories. Really? That's wonderful. Maybe you won't feel so scared and alone anymore. I'm leaving to go live in the Crystarium with my relatives. Promise me you'll come visit? I mean, after you get your memories back and all, of course. It's a promise. Until next time, my friend. I don't like that. I knew that you two would work things out. Now, let us return to Mordsuk. We have more than our share of questions that need answering. I'm so worried this is gonna end up being like, no, psych, too bad. Oh, I don't want the kid to die. Or to be the villain. Which, fortunately, it looks like he is not the villain. Which, is good. But still. As I saw it, first you fainted all of a sudden. When you came to, a portion of Tainer's memories had returned. What in the world happened out there? Well, you see, I'm actually from another world. And I can look into people's past. The power to look into the past, huh? And you're certain that what Dimma described matches up with your recollection of the past? I don't know how to break this to you, lad, but your friend Nilebert was with you that day? He's no ordinary boy. He's none other than the very man who became Phronesis, one of those god-stamped warriors of light. He was just a young child in your memories. That means that what you saw took place over 100 years ago. Would that it were just a coincidence, another boy with the same name. But no, judging from the formidable command of magic, we can only assume it was him. On the way back, I managed to recall some more about Nilebert and myself. We were taken in by a group of mages, a consortium of sorts. They were searching for a means to open a hole to another world, and were recruiting young children with high magical aptitude for the task. Nilebert and myself were the two they chose. You can't be serious. And yet, that would explain the Sin Eater's ability to summon those damned hollows. And if you possess the same knowledge and training as Nilebert did, it could also explain why you were able to survive in there all that time. What I don't understand is, why haven't you aged at all? I cannot say for sure. And yet my memories, they are slowly coming back to me. In time, I may be able to help you find a way to close the hollows. You'd be a lifesaver if you could. But don't overburden yourself. You're still recovering after all. In the meantime, don't worry. Dimma and I will see that you're safe. What? Why do you keep looking at him like that? I'd thought Tanner was just a victim of the Sin Eater. To think he was actually friends with the man himself. Back when he was still a man. This can't be simple coincidence. Yes, I'm convinced of it now. The child holds the key to defeating Phronesis. We must keep him safe and not let him out of our sights. That's why. Because he's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Besides, look at how hard he's trying to recover his memories. Not so heartless as to kick the poor lad aside before he's figured matters out. Problem solved. But we can't very well rush things. You and I will continue to prepare for the battle ahead, while waiting for the rest of Taenor's memories to come to him. That is to say, if that's alright with you, lad. I'm so sorry. I couldn't possibly burden you any further. You are literally maybe the only person who can close these. I don't think that's considered a burden. Look, lad, I've only known you a short while, but I can tell you've got a good heart and a good head on your shoulders. I can only begin to imagine the horrors you've been through, not to mention the fears and uncertainty you face even now. But I want you to promise me this, no more apologies. You're no burden to us, not in the least. You're a valuable member of our band, and as long as you're willing, I want you with us. Isn't that right, Dimma? Absolutely. I see. Thank you, Sarek. Thank you, Dimma. I will aid in your quest in whatever way I can. Now that's more like it. We're counting on you, lad. Yeah. We did it good. Hey, I'm back! Definitely been some time. There has been passage of time here. Good news, friend. Taenor here has told me that his memories are starting to come back to him. There's one recollection in particular he says he's eager to discuss with the two of us. Tell us, lad. What is it? As time goes by, memories of my earlier days return to me piece by piece. Now, Albert and I were born to members of a great consortium of mages. From our earliest year, we were tutored in the magical arts by some of the realm's greatest scholars. The consortium's leaders sought to find a way to open a hole in time and space, a portal to other worlds from which they could summon forth beasts of great power. Albert and I were chosen to participate in the research. Summoning great beasts from beyond our world. You're a mage, Dimma. Is that even possible? Yes. I mean, as a summoner... Perish the thought. Perhaps he speaks of voids then. Void Scent. Never heard of them, but I'll take that answer as a yes. Mages come up with the damnedest ideas, and yet I don't understand. Why ever would they use two young boys for such a dangerous experiment? The beasts our masters sought to summon reside in the planes most distant from our own. Reaching across such a great distance requires a tremendous store of innate ethereal power. And so our masters set about to breed the perfect mage. Marriages were arranged to wed the mightiest members of the consortium to one another, in hopes that they would bring forth children of theretofore unheard of magical aptitude. Finally, they succeeded. And so you were born, a Nilebird. Indeed. From even before we could speak, we were taught the complex incantations required to breach the boundaries between worlds. We practiced these spells day after day, night after night, for what seemed an eternity. At long last, we were deemed ready to attempt the summoning. Sadly, the experiment ended in failure. The pull from beyond the rift was too strong to resist, and I was sucked into a hollow of my own creation. There I remained trapped, alone and adrift in that empty void, until Dima called me back to this world. Alas, over a century had passed since that fateful day. Sorry, got a yawn there. That's the one thing I still don't understand. If so many years have truly passed, why is it that you have not aged even a whit? I cannot say for certain, but I remember the words of one of my teachers. The rift is not unlike a border between countless worlds, a place that exists beyond time and space. If it is true that the rift exists outside of our concept of time, then it is all too possible that even seconds spent in that empty pocket could correspond to months, years, or decades in our world. And so you've returned to us just as you were that day, even while over a century has passed for the rest of us. But why didn't Nilebert save you? Shouldn't it have been as simple as opening up another portal to the void where you were trapped? I fear that would be close to impossible. Opening the portal and reaching as far into the rift as we did required all of our energies to be focused in unison. So in losing you, not only did Nilebert lose his friend, he lost his only chance at saving you. Talk about being dealt a rough hand. Fear not. I have good news to share as well. I do believe I've managed to recall the incantations needed to summon and manipulate the hollows. Sorry for the squeaking, that is my cat. Summoning beasts from beyond the rift is far beyond my powers, but I just might be able to seal up the hollows Phronesis so enjoys summoning. What say you, friends? Shall I give it a try? Oh, now that's music to my ears. But let's not be too hasty. After all, the last time you tried to use this magic, there were some complications, to say the least. Yes, we must take the necessary precautions before confronting Phronesis in earnest. Let us meet outside the village where Taynor can test out his magic, safe from harm. Hello, kitty. There's a kitten. She wants in my lap. That's gonna be a problem. She likes to get in the way. I do appreciate that each of these is like kind of taking place in a different zone. Hello? Hello, kitty. Yes, I hear you. You are purring a lot. Please stop. Don't stand on my controller. Don't stand on my face. I love you. God, no. That's my face. I need that. Smooch. Can you settle down? Please? I'm gonna... Thank you. That's very nice. Can you sit? Can we not squirm? Okay, we're making biscuits now. That's how we're gonna be today. Alright, Nilbert's Lament. Oh, 76. Oh, all my moves. Honey? What you doing, kitty? Why are you getting in the way? Look at White, you did it, lad. And he's gonna show up, isn't he? Sadly, I have not the strength to reach further beyond, nor keep the portal open for more than a few moments. No, I need further training before I can face... There he is. Phronesis. Where in the hells did that bastard come from? is just rude. Damn it all, I'm too close. I could feel it pulling me in. Literally jump backwards. Well, maybe not jump. Just simply step backwards in the time it took you to say that. No, Nilebert, these are my friends. You mustn't hurt them. Oh, here we go. This isn't good. The cave-in's completely sealed off the tunnel behind us. We've no recourse but to press on without our companions. You heard her. What'll it be? I suppose it falls to us to slay the beast and collect the bounty. Perhaps you and your band would care to take the lead. Huh. Spare me your japes. You've no intention of giving up your prize. Mind you, I too made a promise to my companions. A promise I mean to keep. Ugh, I told you that splitting up was a bad idea. Brandon and Rendere were here. This second-rate spellcaster would be no match for us. Now, Silva. Let's not forget who our true foe is here. Lamite, you're certain that if we slay this monstrosity, the cave-ins will cease? According to the miners, the beast was first sighted on the same day the tremors began. Its very presence sucking the mountain dry of ether. We dwarves know these cave-ins as well as we know our own bodies. Trust me. Then I suppose we'd best make short work of it before everything comes crashing down. Hey! Where do you think you're going? My apologies. I took your ceaseless prattling as an invitation to proceed on my own. Oh, he's sassy. I like him. Think yourself clever, do you? You've uncommon confidence to think you can fell the beast without aid. Answer me this. Why is it you are so intent on claiming the bounty for your own? The bounty? Why, indeed. At any rate, unless you've a mind to stand around here until we all get crushed, we'd best get moving on, yes? Finally, something we can agree on. And so I have a proposal. What say we band together until our battle year is won? The tremors grow stronger. No doubt a cave-in is imminent. Let us vanquish the enemy with our combined strength, and quit this place before it becomes our tomb. Until the battle is won, then. After that, I go my own way. Oh, hello! Welcome to the stream. Well, thank you. I appreciate your offers of promotion, but I am gonna go ahead and pass that. We generally don't go with us. Oh, look! I'm playing as this dude! I did not notice until just now. There we go. Okay. have Drunken Thunder. Drunken. Oh, there goes all. That's what I get. I fixed that. Now we are good to go again. Apologies for the wait. I should probably apologize to Ardbert, Silva, and Lamit the most. I'm what they call a slacker DPS. Ain't that right? I keep trying to hit sprint. It's steeper this. What's this? What's this? I'm not paying attention to anything in the chat, I'm not gonna lie. There's chat. What they have to say after we finish fighting Trudon. Raid is most welcome now, but let's make sure we east and take our lead of this place as we can. We need to come now, Bert. We'll go attack. See him not really stuck in. That's good. This one is mine, so take the front right. How much what's this? It's deeper within. I did this with I really should have asked for a map, not that I'd have much use after all the cadence. I appreciate the assistance and the comfort. Still think you could have managed on your own, mage? Perhaps it would have been more of a struggle than I expected. Darn right it would have. Black mage is not easy. Oh, hello kitten. Hello kitten. Where are you going? Okay, we're done. Came to bother me and then decided she was done. That's him. He's the one who drinks of the mind's ether. Alright, let's put this oversized bull out to pasture, Silva. Lamit, Nalbert with me. My magic are yours for now. We'll take the front. The battle is on. Sword pet bar? I'm a pet? It's really sad. The more you get to know these people and you see how they were just such good friends. They were out heroes and fighting crap. only had some mods who would run my chat for me, I wouldn't have to deal with it at the same time. No mods. No fiction. Couldn't just play Twitch. And by that I mean, of course, just about Twitch. We want. We've done it. Now to find ourselves a way out. Tremors continue. But why? The fiend has been vanquished and its aether returned to the mountain. We were wrong. No, it was not the creature itself that was causing the quakes. Yes. The crystal courses with nigh inconceivable power, a vast wellspring of aether accumulated over the ages. Yes, the beast was but a hungry creature drawn here by the stone, as was I. You had no interest in the bounty all along. The stone has been left unchecked for too long. The sheer volume of aether it houses now is so vast and overwhelming it threatens to bring the entire mountain down. For how many years have I searched for it? This precious relic that could afford me the power I needed to save my friend. You mean to take the stone from this place? But then, what would happen to the mountain? If the aether is not returned to the earth, it is but a matter of time until the mine collapses. The miners, those who live at the foot of the mountain, countless lives would be lost. There's no time. What can we do? Dana, my friend. Damn it all. tremors have stopped. Taino, pray forgive me. I promise you this. As long as I walk this earth, I shall never, ever give up hope. The stone was yours to do with as you please. And still you chose the fate of many over that of your friend. In return for your sacrifice, I would make you an offer. Come with us, and let us join you in the search for a means to save your comrade. The life of an adventurer isn't an easy one, but I dare say you strike me as the sort who just might enjoy it. So what do you say? We'll travel the realm together and lend our strength to whatever unfortunate souls we encounter along the way. And who knows, before you know it, we just might stumble upon a way to rescue your Tainor. I would like that very much. I don't remember that character. Who is this Elzen leader? Tainor, forgive me. I may have failed you today, but mark my words. For as long as I walk this land, I will not abandon hope. I will find a way to bring you back to us. But today I find myself in the company of new companions. And for now, I must lend them my strength, just as they lent theirs to me. Oh. Dema, are you all right? Worry not. Phronesis is long gone. I launched a few arrows in its direction while it was distracted by Tainor's spell and it just stole away. Anyhow, I'm just glad you're awake and on your feet again. Come now, let's hurry back to Mord Sook before the bastard has a change of heart and comes back for us. Big doggo. All these role quests are really heart-wrenching. You really gave us a scare back there, clutching your head in pain with a deadly Sin Eater in plain sight. Let me guess, you had another one of your visions, didn't you? White, take me. So that's how Nilebert and Ardbert met up. This goes to show you that in times of crisis, even the bitterest of rivals can turn fast friends. Now let's see if I have this straight. Nilebert made it his life's mission to save Tainor here. Knowing that his own energies wouldn't suffice, he went in search of a relic that would afford him the etheric power needed to reach beyond this world. And deep in the mines that day, he found it. Yet in the end, he decided to sacrifice the stone and his own cause to save the lives of the countless innocents who called the mountain home. So did he take his first step down the path of a hero, a warrior of light. So that's why he came back to this place. Why he still summons the hollows as he did so many years ago. Aye, there can be no doubting it. Even now that he has become a Sin Eater, bereft of memory, reason, and any sense of his own actions, the ghastly shell of what once was Nilebert still haunts the wastelands, searching for a new way to bring back his old friend. I only knew him as a child. The whole idea of Sin Eaters and Warriors of Light, it was all so new to me. Even as the pieces came together, I could not truly believe that Nilebert and this Phronesis were one and the same. But when our gazes first met, standing there in the wastes, in an instant I knew it without question. This was my friend. A friend who had been searching for me for all these years. At last I know what I must do. I must stop Phronesis, that my dear friend may finally find peace. I would do the same. Together we can do this. Thank you, my friends. In battle, I was able to push Phronesis' hollow away from Sarek, if only for a short distance. With more training, I'm certain I can learn to close them up entirely. After all we've already seen from you, I have no reason to doubt you. If you're game, so are we. Finally, some cause for hope, eh? But still, we must exercise caution. The last time the boy worked his magic, our foe showed up faster than you can save Phronesis. While this might be simple coincidence, the likelihood is high that the casting of the spell itself summoned the Sin Eater to us. You'd best avoid casting any similar incantations until we're prepared for the final confrontation. I want you to stay close for now. Devote yourself to your studies and hone your skills to whatever degree you can in the safety of the village. In the meantime, Dimma and I will redouble our training efforts as well. Should we succeed in finding a way to counteract the hollows, it will come down to our firepower versus our foes. We must be at full strength for the battle, lest we allow victory to slip between our fingers. Oh, here we go! Final frontier. Oh, I guess not. Sarek is concerned about the progress of Taenor's training. That look in your eyes. Yes, I can see that you have gained much strength since last we met. You'll be pleased to hear that Taenor has managed to make steady progress in his training as well. The boy believes he has regained much of the knowledge and skill he possessed before getting sucked into that pocket of time and space. Oh, hello, Jan. An admirable feat, considering that it was not long ago he could scarcely remember his own name. And yet, there is one aspect of his training that has yet to be addressed. Put simply, the boy lacks experience in battle. To work the magic necessary to seal up the hollows, I must maintain perfect focus and clarity of mind. The battle with Phronesis is my first. I fear my concentration will be disrupted all too easily. And so I thought I'd take the boy out into the wilds so that he might acclimate himself to the battlefield, and further hone his command of magic in the process. Yet, we must keep a wide berth of Amarang. Were we to encounter Phronesis before we are fully prepared, the results could be disastrous. And so I propose we go on an excursion of sorts. Would you be willing to accompany us? I believe there is much the boy could learn from your example. Obviously. Excellent. Then let's make for Lakeland. The beasts in the forest of the Lost Shepherd should provide a fair challenge for the lad. But not for me. I'm out here overleveled. Ah, to Fort Yob. Been trying to do fates as well, too, grinding that out. And Fortiob is definitely one of the ones that I've done a lot, hence the pronunciation of the name. That and, I don't know, find it amusing. Could have just come up from the other side. My laziness has backfired. I must walk further. Wait, can I land here? Hello, kitty. He's greeting us so nicely. Oh my gosh, look! It's a person! They are not a baby, though. That is not a baby minion. Ah, there he is. Now, shall we get down to... Something the matter? Is something the matter? How do you like my new clothes, Dimma? Not only are they stylish, why, I can just feel the power welling up from deep within me. They were a present from Sarek. Isn't he the best? Aww. He's dead. It was a simple investment, nothing more. We must seize every possible advantage if we hope to triumph over our foe. But enough idle chit-chat. We have work to do. Dimma, I would ask you to begin by setting an example for the boy, showing him precisely how you conduct yourself in battle. You can't very well just toss him to the Wolverines all on his own now, can we? So why don't you get out there and hunt one down for us? Taynor, watch carefully and let Dimma show you how it's done. Okay. What happened to my carbuncle? Oh, it's because of the instance fight, isn't it? Die! I did it! That was incredible. The sheer destructive power of your spells, the way you seamlessly weaved one incantation after the next. Everything. But tell me, what would you say is the most important thing a mage should keep in mind when doing battle with a fearsome foe? Don't stand in red. Just blast your foes with everything you've got. Casting your spells in proper sequence is the key. Wing it. No, rotation is important. Oh, but of course. Thank you, Dimma. I will endeavor to put everything I have learned from you into practice. Well, here goes nothing. I'm a bad teacher. Too snarky for my own good. For this kid's own good, too. Oh, black mage stance. Oh my gosh, the music. Where do I... No, that's not... Curses! Just stay still so I can hit you already! Steady now. Don't let the enemy fluster you. Keep your focus. Right, focus. You're a feisty one, aren't you? Ow, that's smart. Ugh, I've seen enough of this. Oh my gosh. I like this quest. Oh, poor kiddo. Oh dear. That didn't go nearly as well as I hoped. Don't get so down on yourself, lad. I shouldn't have jumped in the way I did. I dare say you were starting to get the hang of it there at the end. I thought it would be a simple enough task to follow Dimma's lead, but when that savage creature stared me down, I was too flustered to put what I learned into practice. Indeed, it is not the strength of your magic that is the issue. You simply must learn to compose yourself. What did you think, Dimma? Are there any other words of wisdom you might offer me? Simply need more practice. Believe in yourself and all will be fine. Oh no, I wanted to choose more practice. You need to practice, buddy. Thank you. I'm sure you were right. Can't allow my foe to break my concentration like this. Anyhow, let me try once more. This time will go better. I promise you. I really hope I'm not ruining this kid's, like, training by choosing the wrong dialogue. Yes, the boy will be fine. I must stay my hand. Like a brother or uncle or something. He did it! I did it! The battle is won! Sorry about that. It was bedtime. Now that's how you wallop a Wolverine. Well done, lad. I'm proud I could be here for your first victory. You're far too kind. I couldn't have done it without you and Dimma here to show me the way. You have my thanks. But don't let up now, boy. You must keep battling until all that you've learned becomes second nature. Now, are you ready? Alright, let me shut the door again because my cat knocked it open. She do be like that. Okay. That was rather more difficult than I expected, and yet, thanks to you and Sirik, I feel like I can hold my own on the battlefield now. I have to agree. The way you made short work of that last critter, I'd say it's time to find you a more worthy foe. Let us return to Mordsuk and plot our next course of action. Okay, does this mean we can finally do... Yes, I think we're about to complete this. Almost done. You've proven the perfect mentor for the boy, Dimma. Else, I dare say old Sarag here could learn a thing or two from you. Just because I do a lot. I'm the Warrior of Light, don't get so down on yourself. You've taught him not only how to wield his spells in battle, but how to maintain his focus in the face of danger. With those fundamentals under his belt, it's just a matter of time and practice until he's ready to face Phronesis. I promise you, my friends, I will not let you down. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best go and write down all I've learned today while it's fresh in my memory. There he goes. Such passion and determination. This must be the boy he always was, before his time beyond the rift stole from him his memories and his spirit. He devotes himself to his training that he might help us fell Phronesis and bring his friend a measure of salvation. There's no telling what course the battle will take, but I suspect the boy will be forced to confront his past head-on. It will not be easy for him, and yet I believe it is a necessary step for him in order to forge himself a new future. For Taenor's sake, and the sake of all those who call Amarang home, we must triumph in this battle. Not to mention for the sake of our coin purses, eh? At any rate, I will leave you to your training and return to my own. Final confrontation is close at hand, and we must be ready. Hey, so about that final confrontation. You ready? Tearful reunion. Sarag worries for Taenor, who has been acting strangely of late. Well, look who's back, and looking more imposing than ever, I might add. You'll be pleased to know that Taenor's command of his magics has advanced by leaps and bounds since you left. Says he's finally convinced he can hold his own against Phronesis. Truth be told, I worry about the boy. As devoted as he is to his training, I can't help but notice a sad, uneasy look in his eyes from time to time. He insists it's nothing, of course, but I remain unconvinced. As a fellow mage, perhaps you could succeed in reaching out to him where I failed. He should be around here somewhere. Go and find him and see if you can't offer him a few words of support, would you? I would certainly try my best. We'll see if these old words are any good for us here, young'un. Old mage like myself can give some advice. Oh, hello there, Dimma. Is there something I can do for you? Zerg was worried about me, you say? That is kind of him. I assure you, I'm completely fine. You are not. I owe so much to the both of you. You brought me back from beyond the rift, took me under your wing, trained me and comforted me to the point that my memories and my magic have both returned. I am finally ready to face my old friend in battle. And it is all because of you. And yet, there is a fear growing inside me. Fear that threatens to consume me. In my studies, I have learned much about the Sin Eaters. I learned how those who fall to the most powerful Sin Eaters, like Phronesis, become Sin Eaters themselves, doomed to live out their days as mindless, unholy abominations. If I were to lose my focus in battle, and you or Sereg suffered the same fate as Albert, the only 3 friends I have in this world, if I lost you all, how could I ever live with myself again? This thought, it shakes me to my very core. If you falter, we will be there for you. Worry not for us, think only of Albert. You're right. I mustn't forget that I have 2 strong friends by my side to help me shoulder the burden. Thank you, friend. The task is a daunting one, but I will trust in myself and in the strong and gentle friends who stand by my side. Nothing will make me happier than to help Nilbert find peace. But that is not the only reason I fight this battle. I must repay you and Sereg for all you've given me. Not only did the 2 of you bring me back to this world, you have instilled me with a newfound sense of purpose. And yet, when the battle is done, you will leave this place. You will embark on new adventures with new companions. Worry not, I will not hold you back or stand in your way. Dude, Sereg's not gonna ditch you. I am, but that's because I'm not from here, technically. That is another reason I must fight this battle. I must prove to you, to all 3 of my friends, that I am strong enough to get by on my own. Be strong, Tainer, you can do this. Sorry, perhaps I got a little carried away there. In any event, we should go tell Sereg that I'm ready. Okay. I don't think he's okay. I think he needs to be told that we're not abandoning him. You're finally back, I see. I was starting to get worried. I trust this means you're ready to do battle with Phronesis. I am. Let's put an end to this nightmare and set Nilbert and the people of this land free. That's the spirit of it. Alright, the plan is to lure Phronesis to us by the same method as last time. We will venture to the central hills of Amber, safe distance away from the city, and Tainor will summon forth a hollow. It should only be a matter of time before our quarry arrives. I believe our chances are best if we can lure Phronesis to a wide open space where we will have complete freedom to maneuver. The hills of Amber should suffice. If you are ready, let us away at once. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go! Final battle! Final confrontation! Hype. Oh, whoa. I may have been playing on controller for a little while now, but I'm still not the best with it. I will admit that. don't think I'm entirely smooth with it. But, you know, it'll get there. Oh, look at this. More newbies. Are they babies? Are they babies? They might be babies. Who knows? I am ready. Let us begin. Duty calls. Commence battle for a tearful reunion. Lady. Over there. It's him. Yes, I knew you would come. Well, I guess we won't be needing this anymore. Give it up, Nilebert. My spells are more than a match for your own. These are my friends, and I will not let you take them. Do you hear me, Nilebert? Your long nightmare and ours shall end this day. Believe he's poisoned me. Ah! Sorry, bud. We'll get Phoenix at this time. Can I do Phoenix? I can do Phoenix. Do it, Dana. Oh dear. Let Doritos were friends. In my effort phase. I don't know what to do about Tanor. Tanor's strength. Oh, okay. So it's just a dodge phase, basically. Whoa! No thunder. Don't thunder me. Don't thunder me. Don't thunder me. Don't do it. This is very rude. Help!
Do it, Tina. Please.
Whoops.
Albert truly was a badass. Get out of there.
Oh, I see how it's supposed to work. I have just been completely accidental. Done it.
We did it. We defeated Nilebert.
His crystal. Oh, his crystal. All he wanted was to help his friend. Forgive me, Daynor. Far and wide did I travel with my companions, all the while searching for a way, any way at all, to bring you back to this world. And yet in the end, it was all in vain. Though I treasured the adventures I had with Ardbert and the others, my choice that fateful day forever haunted me. What if I had run off with the stone and used its powers to rescue you as I had always intended? What adventures might we have shared? I sunk into the depths of despair and felt myself a wretch for doing so. For by what right do I pity myself when it was I who consigned you to far more cruel and tragic a fate? Whatever pain, whatever loss I knew, is nothing compared to what you suffered. You still suffer. Abandoned by your only friend, cast adrift in cold, dark void, till the end of time. Yes, no doubt you are still out there beyond the rift, cursing my name to this very day. It's not true, Nilebert. I'm right here. And yet, even if you despise me with every fiber of your being, even still, I would give anything to see you just one last time. You could curse me, revile me, rain fists and magics down upon me. would all be worth it just for a chance to say, I am sorry. Stop it, Nilebert. Please stop saying those things. Even after you had your mind, your heart, your very humanity ripped from you, still for all these years, you kept searching for me. How could I ever hate my best friend? Don't you see, old friend? It was Dimma here who brought me back to this world, but it was you who guided him to me. You have suffered long enough, my friend. I can take care of myself now. You need worry about me no longer. Please. Just peacefully. I'm not crying, you're crying. It's over, at last. You don't need to explain it to me. I know that the Nilebert we saw was just a memory, a reflection from the crystal. That my friend truly passed years and years ago. Yet, even if those words will never reach Nilebert, simply saying them aloud gave me a measure of peace. I have no regrets today. But we should be getting back to town before any more Sin Eaters take notice of us, yes? I'll say, after that battle I could use a rest, and I reckon Dimma here could as well. Shall we head back to Mordsuk? So sad. So tragic. To go through all that. He died without knowing his friend would ever be recovered. His friend would never get to say goodbye, or even thank you. Do you think people are coming home? We'll have to finish this quickly. Might get loud. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour. Happy to report that tales of our triumph are already spreading across town like wildfire. Word has it the merchants are so grateful that they intend to sweeten the bounty with a generous personal reward. My friends, I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, Nilebert has found peace and can finally close the book on this chapter of my past. Every day I thank the gods for having brought us together. Feelings mutual, lad. To be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect when you popped out of that hole, but it's been a pleasure having you at our side. So tell me, now that you've made peace with your past, what do you plan to do with your future? You and Dimma have trained me well, and I am quite confident that I can hold my own on the battlefield. Perhaps I will travel the land and see if I might use my abilities to help those in need. If I didn't know better, I'd think those were the words of someone twice your age. If that's truly your intention, then I have something of a plan. First, I'll need Dimma here's permission. It's just a thought I had, but let's say we give the lion's share of the bounty to Tainor here. I reckon he needs it more than we do, and besides, we couldn't have won the battle without him. You owe me one. Yeah, give the kid money. He needs it. I knew you'd feel the same. It's the least we can do to help the boy forge a path and a future for himself. Friends, I could never take advantage of your kindness like that. Think nothing of it. It's not easy for a boy your age to make his way in the world, and this is the least we can do. Think of it as a parting gift from your brothers in arms. Thank you, Sarek. And thank you, Dimma. As long as I live, I will never forget your generosity. Finally, I have one last proposal for you, if you're keen to hear it. There's this bounty hunter I know. He can hold his own with a bow, but he's always thought he could take on a bigger marks if he had a skilled mage at his side. If you're looking for a partner, that is. Sarek? Could not possibly mean... Of course I'm saying it. So, what'll it be? Yes! Yes, 1,000 times yes! Nothing would make me happier. And I suppose that settles it. Welcome aboard, lad. Got a feeling that this is only the beginning of a rewarding relationship. And on that note, I do believe my new partner and I are off to the Crystarium to find ourselves a new mark. If it's not too much to ask, why don't you join us there? I still owe you your share of the bounty, and I reckon it'd be a good place to say our proper farewells. No. We finished the story. That one was really good. I think that might be my favorite of all of them so far. I still have one left. Like I mentioned, I still have that tank one left. But so far, this one is my favorite. And something about it just got to me. It's a good story. Ah, Dimma, glad you could join us. Taynor and I just arrived a short while ago ourselves. The boy's been keen on starting his new life as a bounty hunter, to say the least. He's got no end of questions, that one, but there's only so much I can teach him. The rest he'll have to learn from experience. And so I intend to do what I can do to show him the world, and keep him safe. So don't worry about us. Between my bow and his magics, I reckon we'll be able to hold our own out there. That said, should we ever find ourselves on the trail of a particularly nasty foe, I hope you'd not be adverse to lending us your strength once more. Yes, somehow I have a feeling it won't take another 100 years for our paths to cross again. Until then, friend, stay sheltered in the shade. Speaker for the woods. You still here? Wait a minute. There's no one. I'm going home. Look at your homework and home. Hang on. I need to check this. I don't know if this is gonna have Silva. Okay. We'll keep our eye out for Silva. This shall be our last person over here. Looks like a grandson. Edgy bastard that he is. Anyways, I'll call that good as it's gonna get. Oh, that was a good story. Anyways, I'm gonna head to bed. I got stuff to do tomorrow. I appreciate you hanging out with me for this, and for experiencing this story with me. I'll see you guys next time, hopefully for some more content. And then eventually it'll be on to Dawn Trail. Take care. Have a great night.